Welcome back to M Hood Fishing. Yeah, you're right. I am back at the drain. I'm back at the ditch. I'm back at this spot people think I should be getting mail at. I'm back here to restock. That's what's up. So if you watched yesterday's video, you know that I lucked out and caught the monster of all mullet on the line, but it's not enough. It's good for the big rod, but we need some different size baits to go along with it. Why not come back here to do that? It's kind of fun. This doesn't feel very big, but that'll work. In fact, it's okay. We'll just keep right on top of it. That's number one. Let's try going right through the center pretty much. That big mullet I caught yesterday will produce quite a bit of bait for me in the big bait range, right? Maybe I could cut it into threes and make it work, because I'm probably going to go to a location, maybe not the same location as yesterday, but one where if I throw out really far, it's always going to get snagged no matter whether there's weight or not. So don't need the whole fish, but at least 3 big baits I think I could get out of it because it's so huge, right? But yeah, just like, oh, I missed you. Just like yesterday, I'm probably gonna try 3 rods again. If I can get away with that. It seems kind of crazy. Like, what if the bite's so good? If the bite is crazy, I'm gonna slim it down to what's manageable, because sometimes even 2 rods isn't manageable. Like, you're all by yourself and all of a sudden you got a double. Imagine a triple. This is a bigger bait coming up right here. I'm hoping that it's a bait. It's kind of swinging like dead weight. It is definitely a fish, and it is definitely a big bait. Look at that. Yeah, you're right. It could be good with some scrambled eggs, just about. I mean, it's not quite a slab, but that is a nice size panfish right there. What is that, 3? This is going quite fast. These are all my close-in baits for the most part, unless I go through the mullet really fast. Because it's just, when you're doing big baits, no weights in a snaggy place, you got to account for what's going to get snagged. Places like I've been fishing lately, you're always going to get snagged if you throw out a traditional rig with weight, right? So you get snagged less when you go big baits, no weights, and you actually catch fish and actually get them up. Sometimes there's a problem with the fish wrapping around something. It's revetment, right? So you could wrap around some loops of aluminum wire. Why mess with such a stretch of river that is so extremely snaggy? It attracts big fish. They like to come up in there and feed. In yesterday's video, I think I got out at the wrong time, but it was the day after the full moon. I figured, what's it gonna hurt? Let's go to the river, because nothing else was working. I'll try to get out to the river tomorrow at a better time, maybe sunset, if not sunrise. Yeah, definitely, if I'm gonna have that, because I have that big mullet now, I'd rather get out there when fish are more likely to be coming up in around those rocks, feeding around sunrise or sunset. Probably have a better chance of landing a flathead tomorrow than we did today, given the time we started. But today is still just like yesterday, the day after the full moon, and look, I'm right up on top of a bait session and it's not going slow. So yeah, but what you got to understand is the full moon's not affecting the water I'm fishing currently. it's still affecting the river though, making the tide higher and lower, because this part of the Mississippi River that I fish right now is extremely tidal, just like a lot of places around here. Seems like the bite stopped as I was talking. Oh, I still have the bait though. There we go. This one was shy. He was nipping, and then he got hooked. Not bad. Last time I came here, it was kind of tough getting medium and big size baits. Like, I couldn't even get a big bait. A little better. Seems like fishing does get a little better once you start getting away from the full moon. Like, it'll get good coming up to the full moon, but sometimes the day before, the day of, and the day after the full moon, not so good. Definitely if you're fishing around the rise or the set. And we got a couple hours before it rises. It's kind of why I started when I started today, around noon. I thought that would be probably when I would find the best bite today, opposed to like coming out early in the morning right as the moon is setting, or the afternoon, like deeper in the afternoon when it's rising. This was the corn moon. It's supposed to harvest corn, right? It's mostly called the corn moon in the US. No one else in the world, possibly Canada, right, refers to this full moon as the corn moon. But it's not like they call it the corn moon in France. They have another name for it. It's probably French. When I talk about this moon sometime, well, it's been a while since somebody asked this dumb question, but years ago somebody did. They asked me if this moon was named after the band. No. Can we get another bite? Well, so far, including the mullet from earlier, not bad. It is a little toasty. I'm like right out in the sun. If I stay here any longer, I'm probably going to look like Richard Hamilton. Anyway, we just about got something done here. Oh, there we go. Oh. I need to get some eyeballs on this. Well, you know, I'm not sure if that was a fish or a turtle. It didn't bend the hook out. I'm not sure. For a second I thought turtle, then I thought big fish because it was fighting like a fish. If you've been watching me for a while and you've seen plenty of videos where I'm fishing here, you know that on occasion, well, many times turtles, right? But on occasion, sometimes there's a fish you can't get through the grate, right? Most panfish you can, but occasionally you'll be throwing a jig down there, jigging it, and land a bass, not like a monster, maybe 2 pounds or whatever. Most being 3. I've caught 3-pounders back here. Yeah, and they just won't fit through here. And you have to unhook them and drop them. Before the camera overheated, there were 4 baits, and now there are 5. And some of them are big, so therefore that's enough for the close end baits, because some of those can be cut into, and you got 2 baits, right? Because the mullet, the mullet is going to be about 3, maybe more, but multiple big baits out of 1 mullet, and then the rest good for the close end. I think we're good for now. Yeah, because the camera keeps overheating. So thanks for watching, liking, sharing, commenting, subscribing, being a member of the channel. And yeah, you're right. I'll see y'all next time.